Oh, my, you do have a very big problem. I'm going to help you at least get one today so you can close almost anybody at any time. Sound good? If so, stick around. I'm John Benson, and this is Sales Copy Secrets. Welcome back. And today we are talking about how you can make any problem bigger and how your bank account can go with it. Any copywriter, any online marketer, anyone wanting to be in the copywriting business needs to know how to do what I'm going to show you today and why it's completely ethical and 1000% honest, which is even better. So if I have earned your trust at the end of this video, if I've earned your like, if I've earned your appreciation, I want you to UFC style smash that like button. I want you to share this video with a friend. Subscribe always. Please subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Cool? So what is problem magnification? Problem magnification is taking the problem your customer believes they have and magnifying it to the largest degree possible, all while maintaining total honesty and offer integrity. Okay, that sounds great, but why is this important? Why do I need to do this, John? Why are you throwing one more thing on my shoulders? I'm doing this because I want to help you make more money. That's a good thing, right? But also, here's why you should do it. First of all, your customer usually is only superficially aware of the problems that they face. For example, if they feel like they need to lose weight, they know they need to lose weight. Maybe they know I've got a little problem with my cholesterol or something to this effect, but they don't know how serious the problem really is. Or like yourself, you know that you have a problem with conversions or copy. You don't know exactly how to pull it off. You know you need to have better sales pages or you want to sell something online, but you don't know where to start. And you think that's where the problem ends. But I got something to tell you. It's a lot worse than you think. Now don't freak out. Don't freak out. It's not like total doom and gloom. I'm going to show you how this works. And I'm also going to give you and reveal what I call the inevitable outcome map. And listen, this isn't because your customer or prospect is lazy or stupid, nothing like that. People usually don't like to think of extended consequences. They don't like to picture things happening in logical, sequential order when it comes to something bad about their health, or bad about their finances, or bad about their relationship, or bad about anything. Just remember that most people focus on immediate consequences rather than long-term consequences. The larger the problem becomes and the more immediate you can make even long-term consequences feel, the more likely your prospect is to take action. And as usual, I'm going to teach you in the weight loss niche, but this would work for any niche at all. And I hinted at this earlier. Prospect thinks that he or she needs to lose weight. We'll use a he. He needs to lose weight. Prospect got to the doctor's office and said, oh, my blood pressure's a little high. My cholesterol is going up. And to be honest with you, that percentage of people in my audience, they're very rare. Maybe 15% of the people. You think everyone would know? They don't. But now let's do the inevitable outcome exercise. Cool? This is all about using surface problems to shine a light on the hidden problems. So the surface problem is I need to lose weight. Now let's find those hidden problems by this simple exercise. What else can occur because of the problem ranked least to most concerning? Number one, the clothes can become tight and uncomfortable. That's pretty obvious, right? Number two, it's a little worse. Your mate could become less attracted to you. Totally possible. Number three, metabolic disrepair and gut dysbiosis. Two conditions that are very difficult to repair that my prospect has probably never even heard of. Well, there's almost no coming back from metabolic disrepair. Ooh, it's starting to sound a little bit scarier now, isn't it? And here's the fourth one. Health consequences like heart disease and cancer. Ooh, that problem of weight loss just got a lot worse, didn't it? And not one lie was told. Now here's what's interesting. All of those problems are relatively obvious the moment I speak them. They don't require a lot of convincing. They don't require a lot of study. They don't require a lot of digging into, I don't know if that's true or not. Most people will hear that and go, oh no, that totally makes sense. Sure, if I'm overweight, I'm eating bad foods and that's hurting my gut and my metabolism can be permanently damaged. And sure, I know heart attacks are often the result of weight gain and bad diet. So it all makes sense. And you think, oh, John, that's a great technique. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the video. No. Don't go yet, because that's not the magnification part. No, my friend. We're going to blow this thing up. I bought this just for this freaking video. No kidding. And we're going to blow it up by 5 questions. Ready? Number 1, what's the worst case scenario if this problem continues? Number 2, who else is affected that your prospect loves by their problem? Number 3, What are the symptoms of these other people's afflictions? How painful is it in their lives, in other words, when that problem shows up for them? Number 4, what's the worst thing that can happen to them? And number 5, what is the new worst case scenario if this is carried to its logical conclusion? Okay, here we go. Now you should do this on every single problem that you have so that you can get some really juicy stuff. I'm only going to use one problem for the teaching tutorial today. The worst case scenario if this problem continues is they could die early. They could be bedridden with a very painful, debilitating disease. Die early and bedridden sounds a lot worse than even heart disease and cancer, at least for a lot of people. Who else is affected by their problem? Their children. Their children. Why? What are the symptoms of the children's affliction of this problem? Well, they form habits based on watching the prospect that end up distorting their version of a healthy relationship with food. They start eating poorly or calling the parent a hypocrite for insisting that they eat healthy. See, I'm kind of writing a story inside of this narrative because it's writing itself. Now, what's the worst thing that can happen to them? Well, they could end up sickly and unhealthy very early in their life, depressed and aloof, all because of a bad diet. And what's the new worst case scenario? Well, the worst thing imaginable for a parent could happen. They could suffer through the loss of their child. Or if not that, God forbid, the child could build resentment and permanently strain the prospect and child's future relationship. Now, notice that nothing I said here is a lie. Nothing. It is all just the brutal truth. And that's what I mean when I talk about samurai level ethical persuasion. You never need to lie. You just need to be brave enough to tell the freaking truth. Now, here's how that might sound if it was written in a script form. I'm going to cut it really short for time. Sure, you know you need to lose weight. You know it's a problem, and your clothes are becoming tighter, less comfortable. But if this continues, your mate may lose attraction to you. In fact, that may have already happened. And even worse than that, you could be suffering from metabolic disrepair or a condition known as gut dysbiosis. And these are very difficult to repair. Sometimes metabolic disrepair cannot ever be repaired, and you're stuck with this slow, lagging, fat-gaining metabolism for the rest of your life, and that will lead you to health consequences like heart disease and cancer. And if the problem stopped there, it would be terrible. It would be bad, and I would not want that for you. But it's not going to stop there because your children and grandchildren are directly affected by your actions. And if they take up your habits, if they follow your patterns of eating, they could form habits by watching you that distort their version of what healthy food is like. They'll start eating more and more poorly and probably even start calling you a hypocrite whenever you insist that they eat healthy because, after all, you're not. And God forbid they wind up sick, suffering, aloof, or that you lose a child, or that the child suffers serious illness, God forbid. Or what about this? What about the resentment that they may build towards you? A resentment that could strain the future of your relationship, all because you didn't take action when you knew you needed to. I'm here today to help you do that. Okay, we just magnified the problem into infinity. And I'm not suggesting that you even need to go that far. I wanted to show you the exercise, and I usually take exercises further than they would normally go in the real world, but that's the level that you can go. And that's the level I've come close to going in weight loss letters and financial offers and things of that nature, because the problem truly is much more serious than people think. And now I'm going to twist the screws one more time as if it can go any tighter. I'm going to do it. I'm going to magnify the problem to the immediacy. In other words, I'm going to make the problem immediately concerning by one simple sentence. Your kids at this very moment are watching your every move, and you have no time to lose. Adding that line at the front of the story, at the very start when I start talking about children, would make this absolutely crucially immediate for them to act upon it. Now, this is all dark and gloomy in a way, but it's important that you do this because someone needs to be able to act. They need leverage to act, and they're stuck. They can't get out of the noise, the rut of their life. And you as a copywriter, you as a marketer can get them moving. And yes, of course you can make a sale, but more importantly than that, at least in my life's perspective, maybe in yours, is that you're also changing people's lives for the better. You're forcing someone out of the nest, if you will. You're shoving the little birdie out of the nest and getting them to move on something by simply telling them the truth. But now I need you to validate your prospects' newfound fears because they're going to have them out the wazoo. And now you can come in and be the good guy, and you need to be the good guy because this is actually true as well. And here's how you would do it. Listen, I know that was really hard to hear. And you know it's the truth. It was hard for me to accept it as well. And I don't blame you one bit because I was there myself. Plus, you need to realize something. You didn't know much, if any of this, a few moments ago. So don't beat yourself up for not taking action sooner. Now you know, and now you can act. All right, that was the video. Make the problem bigger and your bank account will grow with it. And so now you know how to magnify your customer's problem. And why is that so important? Because they won't take action unless the problem is larger and more immediate. And the problem is always worse than they think it is.
Oh man. Oh God, oh man.
And this is going to help you as a copywriter or a marketer leverage the customer's core values and the prospect's core values so that almost demands that they take immediate action. And of course, you benefit from a lot more sales, but a lot more lives changed at the same time. And in my next video, I'm going to show you how to get up to 200% more clicks from any email link that you send out or any button on a sales page. How profitable would that be for you? Listen, you're losing a fortune on every sales page and every email, and you just don't know it. I'm going to tell you why and how to fix it in the next video. And if you haven't watched the rest of the Persuasion Challenge series, it is below. Check that out right now. And while you're down there, hit the like button, share this video with a friend, leave a comment, and always subscribe. Until next time, I'm John Benson, and I'm here to help make you unignorable.